Hello everyone. Since exams are just around the corner, I've been getting a lot of questions regarding the checking criteria of examiner. So this video is specifically for O-level and IGCSE economics students. So in this video, we're going to talk about what mistakes you guys do in your exam, examiner's concerns, your time management issues, and other things you need to focus on. So before moving any further, we need to understand the paper pattern first. You'll get two papers, paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1 is a 30-mark MCQ based exam, whereas if we talk about paper 2 is an essay based exam. In paper 2, it's of 90 marks. You'll get two sections, section A and section B. Section A is of 30 marks and it's a compulsory question. You cannot leave that question. If we talk about section B, you'll get 4 questions and you have to attempt any 3 of them, which means that you'll get a choice of one question. Now, every question is of 20 marks and there are 4 parts in each question: part A, part B, part C and part D. So if we talk about part A and part B, they are not so difficult to attempt because they are mostly knowledge-based questions. Part C, usually examiner asks a student to draw a diagram, but if we talk about part D is what bothers the most because it's an evaluation-based question. You have to go two-sided. You have to give benefits and drawbacks. Your answers should be well balanced, but there is no need for a conclusion to end your answer. Now, usually the formula my students follow and what I teach is that every well-developed point has a weightage of 2 marks. Now, let's say if there's a question in part C, explain the factors that can affect demand. You need to explain at least 3 factors in that question. Now you can talk about increase in income or decrease in direct taxes or increase in advertisement, but it should be well explained. It should be well developed. That's how you're gonna get 6 marks out of 6. Now the most common problem faced by students is time management. A lot of students fail because of this silly reason. They just think and time ends. Now you need to overcome this by practicing a lot of past paper questions, a lot of section A's in paper 2, section B's, MCQs. Develop your answer. Write it on a piece of paper in your register. Ask your teacher to check it in front of you. This will increase your writing skills and this will increase your thinking capability. Now you should give maximum of 1.5 minutes to each MCQ, not a single second more than that. If you're not done within 1.5 minutes, move to another question. And if we talk about paper 2, you need to give maximum of 45 minutes to section A and 30 minutes per question to section B. If you're not done within 30 minutes, move to another question. Move to question 2, question 3, question 4. This is how you need to manage your time. Now the second concern is that you guys don't read questions properly. The examiner is asking for factors affecting price elasticity of supply, and instead of giving PES, you guys are writing factors affecting price elasticity of demand. This is completely wrong, and this happens mostly in MCQs. Now a lot of MCQs have this bold underlined word not in the question. Like, what is not one of the basic fundamental questions asked in economics? What to produce, how to produce, for whom it to be produced, and when to produce. And then you guys come, sir, every option is correct. What do I mark? You didn't read the question properly. You need to read the question first properly. Open your eyes and read it properly. The third concern, according to examiner, was the students. They don't link their answers with real world. Like you can give an example of earthquake in Turkey or floods in Pakistan, or you can talk about Zimbabwe's hyperinflation, Sri Lanka's hyperinflation. You guys don't do that. You do not link it with the real world. This is the difference between an A-star student and a distinction holder, that the distinction holder gives examples and mostly real life examples. Now in part C, usually the examiner asks for a diagram. Now let's say there's a question, what will happen to the market equilibrium if there is an increase in demand? Keep in mind that 4 out of 6 marks are just for diagram and 2 marks are for explanation. Now for diagram, what you guys don't do is that you forget to label your diagram. Labeling is very important. If you don't label it, how will examiner know that this is an equilibrium diagram? So you have to label it first, right? You have to show basic equilibrium. Then you'll show increase in demand. You'll show an increase in price level, increase in equilibrium quantity. This will get you 4 marks. 2 marks are for explanation. You have to give an example. For example, there's an increase in income or decrease in direct tax, or let's say increase in the price of substitute. So you need to give an example. Otherwise, your answer is useless. It's not good. It does not have any standard. Yes, it will help you gain marks, but it is not having a quality that examiner wants. Now, like I said earlier, one well-developed point is equal to 2 marks, right? So if there's a part D saying discuss whether inflation is harmful for an economy or not, so you need to write minimum of 3 points in favor and 3 points against, or there could be a ratio of 3:2. You can write 3 in favor, 2 against, or 2 in favor, 3 against. You can go like that, but you cannot stay on one side. You cannot just write 10 points of yes, inflation is harmful for the economy, or 10 points for just inflation is not harmful for the economy. If you don't go two-sided, if you do not evaluate your answer, maximum you will get 5 marks out of it. So for getting full marks, you need to do evaluation properly. You need to write points in favor and against of that specific question that is being asked. Another concern examiner showed was regarding your analysis. There is no analysis in your answer. Now I have to create a chain to show that analysis part. Now let's say there is a decrease in direct tax. This decrease in direct tax will increase disposable income of consumers. As a result, they will spend more, they will consume more, and since there is an increase in consumption, aggregate demand of economy will rise. Since aggregate demand is rising, this means that people are willing and able to buy more goods and services. Production will rise. To increase production, demand for labor will rise, and hence unemployment will fall. Now this is a complete chain that you need to explain in your answer. What you guys do is that you say there is a decrease in direct tax, this will increase consumers' income, and unemployment will fall. You just ate all that part that was supposed to be in your answer. This is not how analysis works. This is the reason why you guys don't get the marks you want. And other things the examiner dislikes is that you guys draw your diagram with a pen, which you need to do by a pencil and scale. And also giving headings or giving titles or writing your answer in a bullet form or numbering your answers. This is not how you attempt your economics exam. And for part D, yes, there is no conclusion required, which is a very big misconception of students that and they're confused all the time that whether they should write conclusion or not. So there is no conclusion required in part D. So I hope I was able to clarify a lot of problems that you guys do in your exam, and I hope that you guys will work on it.